Hey guys, welcome to Keep On Pushing Stories, where we share real stories of real people with the hopes that we're going to encourage you and inspire you to get over your challenges and live your best life. And today I'm excited to welcome Tamara Mckayle to Keep On Pushing Stories. Welcome, Tamara.
Thank you so much, Devon. It is a pleasure to be on your program, especially because you shared on my program as well, the Trailblazers. So
Yes,
it's
indeed.
great to be here.
Well, one hand washes the other, as it were. But, so to tell us what it is that you do. How do you serve and bring value to your clients, Tamara?
Okay, so I am a television presenter, I'm a producer, and I'm also a communication specialist. And of late, I'm also a blogger because I do have an online show, a web series, The Trailblazers with Tamara Mckayle, which you've been a guest on. And I'm passionate about all things media. I've been working in media from I was like 19 years old, and that's almost like 10 years ago. I started out in media. So my journey has been quite interesting, especially when you start out so young. And I love serving, as I said, in terms of using media as a tool for transformation and hope. That is always my end goal. So that is the aim. So whatever companies I've worked with or whatever programs I'm affiliated with, I want to ensure that it's leaving a positive impact. I mean, we know the case recently of, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman from, the Black Panther dying. And I was listening to one of his speeches, and he was talking about the importance of purpose. And that purpose is so much more important than just a job. So your purpose, I believe, should be aligned with the very work that you do, because whatever you're passionate about, it should come out in your work and everything. It should take your life over, in a sense.
Yeah.
So yes, so that is pretty much, I try to live that through my content, the work that I do. So for example, the Trailblazers, that's just one aspect. I also do PR. So other than my 9 to 5, I do communications in a government agency currently for my 9 to 5. And then I do my freelance television for, various media houses. But separate from that, I also do PR for clients, like more in terms of publicity. And even the very clients that I represent, I try to represent persons who have positive stories, who are, trailblazers, who are doing positive things in society, because I believe that we need more of that good content out there, So instead of complaining about content that's bad, then you put out something that's good, So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Indeed, indeed. So passion, purpose, and PR. That's those are good watchwords there. So someone who is interested in finding someone who can represent them passionately and who is purpose driven, how would they find you?
Okay, so if persons want to connect with me, you can follow me on Instagram at tamara.mckayle, or you just put in my name, Tamara Mckayle, and that's the same right across all of the social media platforms. So on Facebook, on LinkedIn, it's the same, Tamara Mckayle. So just put in that, and you can see how my name is spelled. I know my last name, sometimes people spell that wrong. So it's Mckayle. So yeah, you can connect me on those platforms, send me a direct message, and I will get back to you. So that's the
Awesome.
easiest way to get through to me. And also, if you go on my YouTube channel as well, The Trailblazers with Tamara Mckayle, I also have the links. Normally, they're under the description of all of my videos of where you can contact me as well.
All right, thank you for that. So Tamara, tell us your Keep On Pushing story. Tell us of a time when you had to overcome a challenge, or a time when you had to push yourself out of your comfort zone to move your purpose forward.
Well, I have so much Keep On Pushing stories. So it's a matter of choosing one. But okay, so I guess I could talk about when I was a teenager, and actually I was like about 16 years old, and I graduated from high school. And an aunt gave me a book by Joel Osteen. It's called Your Best Life Now. And I always tell people that that book changed my life, because it was a book, but it was also a journal. And so you had to read about, you know, positive things and then writing down your goals for your life. And in that book, at the time, as I mentioned, I just graduated high school. I went to Westwood High School, but I had just graduated from sixth form at Manchester High. So I think I got the book right after I left Westwood though. However, when I got the book and I was doing the chapters and reading through and everything like that, it said that we should write down, you know, your plans that you have for your life. One of the things that I wrote down, well, I wrote down two major things. One of them was that I wanted a full scholarship to attend university because my parents, unfortunately, come from very humble beginnings and they didn't have any money to send me. And so I wrote down I want to get a full scholarship for university. Another thing I wrote down, because I loved media, I was doing debating and everything public speaking. And so I wrote down that I wanted to be a television presenter and on TV and doing all of these amazing things. So I wrote down a lot of things. And it just so happened, as I said, I got the book when I was 16. So by the time I went to Manchester High for sixth form, it ended up at the end of sixth form, I got a full scholarship to go to university by way of the NCB Foundation. And then by the time I was in sixth form, I ended up being on TV because our debate team went on TV. But separate from that, shortly after, once I started UE, like literally, as I said, I started out in TV, but quite early. I entered a competition that CBM had called the Anchor, and I ended up winning that competition and start immediately as I won, like I started a month later straight on air as a presenter. And that's how my journey in television started. I've worked at several media houses to date. I worked, you know, after that I left, I was with Owen James for a while, you know, while still at UE, I was with JIS for a while. I was at Sports Maxine TV as well. And currently I do freelance for, as I mentioned, several places, Business Access TV, Mellow TV sometimes, so several media houses. So for me, I say all of this to say that whatever you aspire, your dream, your goals, it is possible. You have to have that sense of belief in yourself. You have to have that sense of purpose. You have to believe that no matter the obstacles, that it is possible. Because as I mentioned, I didn't have the money to go to university, but the money came to me by way of a scholarship, right? And again, I didn't know how I was going to launch a career in television because I'm a country girl, you know, come from Trelawney, don't have no links, no connection, nothing. But by just putting it out there, writing it down, it just so happened, and being passionate and working on my craft. When the opportunities came, I was prepared, I was ready, and I was able to adapt. And that's how the journey of my life has been today. So to be honest, I think my entire life has been a keep on pushing story. I think there have been so many challenges, but at the same time, I'm so grateful. And I think once you have that gratitude and that sense of, you know, thankfulness, you attract more like-minded people to you, and you attract even greater opportunities to you.
Wow, that is amazing. It's so many lessons in there in that one story. Thank you so much. You know, you said something really important, because I was going to ask you about, you know, setting goals, but you said, yeah, you set the goals, but then you prepared, you actually put the work in. So to me, the life lesson there is not just set goals, but make sure you're putting in the work, so that when the opportunities appear, you would be ready, correct?
Yes, that is indeed true. The work is important. I mean, even as early as, you know, I can, from I know myself, I kind of been a little workaholic. So I'm not one of those persons that believe that you just get success like that. I actually saw a quote recently that said that 10 years of hard work and preparation will make you look like an overnight success.
Indeed.
So
Indeed.
so a lot of times people see some people doing extremely well and they see them on the scene and they're like, oh, that person is an overnight success, when they don't know the nights and the days when they were grinding and putting in the work. So I definitely believe in that.
Tamara, thank you so much for your keep on pushing stories, actually.
Thank you.
Very enlightening. And so guys, hey, if you're enjoying this, please leave a comment. And please make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time we share one of these amazing stories. And remember, you're not the only one who wants to be inspired and encouraged. So share it. Share it with your friends. Until we connect next time, yeah, keep on pushing.